Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Workman, and I am the man of constant hatred. And welcome to Drinking Age Movies Short, a show where we take a short look back at films that came out 21 years ago and discuss how they have impacted film today. My friend Jonathan and I started a podcast here in July. We're still taking a look back from January to June to see all the films that we missed in that time. This week, we're saying happy 21st birthday to The Big Lebowski, which came out March 6, 1998.
And that, as much as anything else, led to my drinking problem.
Before we jump into this Coen Brothers masterpiece, I want to take a look back with some shorter shorts at some films from 1998 that I absolutely loved, but I really couldn't make longer episodes out of. The Spice Girls hit the ground running with their single Wannabe in the summer of 1996. The smartest thing for them to do was cash in, and cash in hard. Together with Kim Fuller, brother of their manager Simon Fuller, who most of you may know as the creator of global smash hit Pop Idol, they created Spice World. They brought on Fawlty Towers and absolutely fabulous director Bob Spears, and the rest, as I say, was a campy, Razzie-winning box office smash with a platinum-selling soundtrack. I tried my best to make this a full episode. Alex Proyas' Dark City set the tone for bleak dystopian science fiction films for the next 21 years. If you look back on it now, it seems like a Matrix clone, but Proyas beat the Wachowskis to the screen by a full calendar year and even lent some of his sets to their production. Roger Ebert called Dark City the best film of 1998 and even did a commentary track for the DVD, just like he did with Casablanca. Yes, there is a chance I just equated this film to Casablanca. The Coen brothers have been making great films for literally as long as I've been alive. Their debut, Blood Simple, was released in 1984, and they would go on to never release a bad film in the 35 years following.
Here's his Twitter handle. Remember, #Paul was wrong.
In 1996, Joel and Ethan released one of their more mainstream films with Fargo. Not only was it well received by audiences, but it netted the brothers their first Academy Award for their screenplay. Side note, it would also grab Joel's wife, Frances McDormand, her first Oscar. When asked how she got this role, Frances responded, "The fact that I'm sleeping with the director may have something to do with it."
Yeah, is that useful to you?
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
So where do two of the most incredible voices in film go after winning major awards for darkly comic crime drama? To a Raymond Chandler-inspired noir comedy about a stoner, his rug, and a bowling tournament, of course. Yes, we have arrived at The Big Lebowski.
I'm the dude.
Sorry. The Coens had written this script in the early 90s, around the same time they were working on their 1991 masterpiece, Barton Fink. They had written it for Jeff Bridges and John Goodman specifically, but had to wait for Bridges to finish shooting Wild Bill and Goodman to finish with episodes of Roseanne. So, they made their masterpiece Fargo instead. Jeff Bridges is so perfectly cast as the dude that most of the wardrobe from the film came from his personal closet, even the jelly sandals.
Those were mine. When we dressed up the dude, we went to my closet and got a lot of stuff.
Oh, really? These were actually yours.
So much has been written about this film that I feel I can't really sum it up in just a few paragraphs. That doesn't mean I'm not foolish enough to try. Jeff Bridges plays Jeffrey Lebowski, aka The Dude, a burnout living in a tiny apartment, writing checks to pay for half and half so he can laze about drinking White Russians. His life is upended when a pair of thugs looking for a man with the same name break into his place, dunk him in a toilet, and pee on the rug that really ties the room together.
That rug really tied the room together, did it not?
Fucking A.
He goes to the house of the eponymous Lebowski, only to find that this Lebowski is his opposite in every way. When he asks for compensation for the events that have transpired, Lebowski throws him out and starts an absurd chain of events that includes nihilists, porn stars, an estranged daughter, the Jesus, a severed toe, a deteriorating car, Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the son of a TV writer and an iron lung, and Donnie.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Luckily, the film did pretty well for itself, making $46 million on a budget of $15. While some critics missed the point and came back later to hail it as a masterpiece, The rest knew it was a masterpiece instantly. The Coens would follow this movie up with a masterpiece I hope to talk about in great depth later.
I am a man of constant sorrow.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I think instead of reading some long-winded paragraph about the impact this film has had, I'm just going to read a list of some things it's inspired. Multiple films and TV shows have referenced this film. To name a few, Veronica Mars referenced it constantly.
I'm the dude.
So that's what you call me, you know? That or his
Dudeness or duder or El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends had a bowling episode entitled The Big Lebowski, which featured these bowlers in the background. My Little Pony did the same. Minus the title. The Simpsons did a candlestick bowling montage set to The Man in Me by Bob Dylan. Kevin Smith's Tusk simply name drops it.
It's amazing.
I did in the Big Lebowski. Do you know that that's exactly where I learned it from? Isn't that weird?
And don't forget Fat Thor. Fat Thor. Some beer company teased fans with the Lebowski sequel in 2019, only to release an awful Super Bowl commercial. Ardent fans refer to themselves as Achievers, after Jeffrey Lebowski's Little Lebowski's Urban Achievers, and have regular midnight showings a la Rocky Horror. Jeff Bridges tours with a backing band named the Abiders. In 2002, fans from Louisville, Kentucky started Lebowski Fest, a 2-day celebration of all things dude. It has since spread to many other major cities. 2 variety of African spiders and a prehistoric plant genus have been named for the dude. A religion named Dudism exists, in which a watered-down version of Chinese Taoism can help you to abide. Oh, and in 2020, we're set to get a spin-off written, directed, and starring John Turturro, entitled The Jesus Rolls, centered around Turturro's character, Jesus Quintana.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
So that was The Big Lebowski. How'd you feel about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you an ordained Dudist minister? Leave a comment down below and let us know all of that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'd like to thank David for stopping by to do a little guest spot in this episode. David, tell the nice people where they can follow you.
So you can find me at Virginia Weiner on Twitter and also at the DM screen, where me and Manny Classic are working on our own D&D and gaming-related content as well for both Twitter and YouTube. You can also find us on the YouTube with the DM screen.
You can follow me at Father of the Fear on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow our Facebook page. You can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/drinkingagemovies. My name is Paul Workman. I have been the man of constant hatred, and you have yourself a damn fine day. I want to take a look back at some shorter shorts from films in 1998. Jeez, wow, what was that? The syntax was terrible.